Sri Harivansh, by the immense grace of our Radha Vallabh Lal, Puj Sadgurudev Bhagwan, and Sri Vrindavan Dham, we have attained this opportunity to hear the glories of our beloved Priya Pritam. Lord Krishna, our Lalju Maharaj, is the epitome of beauty, attraction, power, and knowledge. His form is truly divine and transcendental. Now, what is the reason which makes this Supreme Personality to descend or incarnate in the form which could be easily recognized by the living entities? After listening to the gracious words of realized souls, saints, and the enchanting words of Puj Maharaji, we could discover the reason why Lord Krishna has incarnated, or what is the reason behind his incarnation on this earth. In Bhagavad Gita ji, Lord Krishna is himself saying, Yada yada hi dharmasya ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम धर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्. Then, with utmost mercy, he is again saying, परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. Here, Lord Krishna is specifying the reasons for his incarnation. The main reason for the incarnation or the descendants of the Lord from his spiritual abode to this planet Earth is to give transcendental pleasure to his devotees. We need to understand that a heart of devotee is so much in love, in quest, and is full of devotion for his Lord that nothing in this world, no materialistic things can fill up his heart or take up that space where the Lord Shri Krishna resides. Devotee only wants the association of the Lord, and he wants the company of the Lord, and wants to get involved into the beautiful pastimes of the Lord. So, to fulfill the desire of the devotee, Lord has to acquire a form through which he could be with the devotee, spend time with him, perform the various pastimes with him, and create that loving bond with him. This is not possible until and unless he takes up a form. So, it's very, very important to understand that the main reason is that the love, the desire, the quest which the devotee has for the Lord, that only drives, that only compels the Lord to take that form. His omnipresent form is not enough for a heart of a devotee to express the great deep feeling of love for his beloved. So, to relish the beauty of this relationship that exists between the Lord and the devotee, Lord is bound to take incarnation and reveal himself. This could be beautifully explained from an instance in Satyug. After seeing the beautiful, attractive form of Lord Sri Ram, many saints and rishis of Dandakaran forest were filled with the desire that Lord should either embrace them or bestow love on them like a lover, or be like a beloved to them. So, seeing the foundations of this incarnation, Lord Ram promised them that he will incarnate in the form where he could fulfill all their desires. And this declaration of the Lord gave that satisfaction to the devotees that, okay, Lord will appear in such a form where he could fulfill all our desires, where he could be with us, we can have a bond with them, we can share love with him. So, apparently, the saints only took the form of the gopis, and the gopis that appeared in the Braj were the saints from Dandakaran. They were the rishis of Dandakaran, and when they came to Braj, Sri Krishna also incarnated in his form and he came to this Braj Bhumi, then they could share the bond of that love. The gopis, which were actually the saints of Dandakaran, they could get the nectar of the love from Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna fulfilled all the desires. Just keep this thing in mind. All the desires, all the quests which a devotee has in his mind, Lord fulfills all of them, all of them. He never keeps any of them missing. So all the desires of those saints, rishis were fulfilled and they were drenched in the beautiful transcendental love of the Lord. So the main reason for the Lord to incarnate is the love, it's the quest, it's that inner fire within the hearts of the devotees that they want to meet the Lord. Because there are other reasons also which Lord himself has quoted, and in the Gita Ji that we have just listened to the shloka, but the saints have considered the main reason of the Lord for his appearance to be the love, to be that quest that we want to see Lord, we want to be with them, we want to share some time with them, we want to have company of Lord. Because just understand, a devotee's heart is it's very delicate and soft and sensitive. He doesn't want anything else. Any materialistic thing cannot fulfill. If even we look at our hearts, at some point of time, we are over these materialistic things. We don't want them. So a heart which is only longing for his beloved, can you think he could just look up for anything else? No. He just wants his beloved. So the Lord is also compelled. He is also bound to take that incarnation, to reveal himself in such a form so that he could be in close company with his devotee, with his lover. So this is one of the main reasons why Lord has incarnated. The other reasons that are there behind Lord's incarnation are that we have already discussed in the shloka, where Thakurji, Lord Krishna is specifying Vinashchaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. This world is full of good and evil deeds. So when these evil powers, the power of these evil people, this evilness increases in the world, then it becomes really difficult for the people living on this earth, the living entities they are present on the earth, to maintain that balance. So to destroy those evil powers which have increased in this world, Lord also takes incarnation. And the second reason after this is the branch of this reason only, to maintain the balance of righteousness, law, denomination, so that the whole world remains in peace and harmony. So these are the two other reasons why Lord incarnates or why Lord appears on this earth. But just think, these are very small things for Lord. Lord is so great, he's so magnanimous that the whole universe resides in his pore. Just imagine, the size of the pore is so minute, and there are millions and millions of universes that are residing in his pore. So do you think these two reasons are valid enough for Lord to take incarnation? No. It's by his resolution itself, he could just overcome, or he could just come up, or he could just whatever that is required. For example, we need it's important for the time that the evil powers have increased and you need to control over them. So very easily by his resolution itself, these could all be controlled. But as we have discussed earlier, the main reason which lies behind the incarnation or the appearance of the Lord is the bond which he has with the devotee, because that is one thing which he cannot replicate. the resolution of the Lord is not enough that he could fulfill that space which is there inside the heart of a devotee. He needs to take up that form, he needs to come up in that form so that he could have a bond with him, he could relate with him, he could recognize with the Lord. So this is very, very important to note that it's the devotees, it's the saints because of whom Lord has incarnated. The incarnation of Lord leads to very, very beautiful pastimes which one should cherish, because it's the incarnation or the appearance of the Lord that is solely responsible for all the pastimes that Lord does. So the, the occasion of appearance of the Lord, the occasion of his incarnation, for example Janmashtami, this is very, very important to us because it's the reason behind the Lord's incarnation, and one should celebrate these festivals, these occasions with all enthusiasm, vigor, devotion, and he should put all full of his energy in all these occasions. But mind you, you need to be very, very vigilant on this fact that it's good that you are celebrating these occasions externally, but it's very, very important to note that the real purpose behind this occasion is to celebrate the appearance of the Lord. And until and unless Lord appears inside your heart, the main essence, the main reason behind this occasion is not fulfilled. So how will that be fulfilled? Lord has come up in the form of Naam. He has appeared in the form of his pastimes, in the form of Naam. If, for example, if you are chanting Krishna Krishna, you are chanting Radha Radha, then the Lord has appeared in this form. He is there residing on your tongue. So until and unless you continuously chant their name, you continuously recite the pastimes of the Lord, the appearance of the Lord will not take within your heart. And that is the real goal for a devotee, that Lord should appear, that incarnation of the Lord with all the beauty, with all the attraction should take place within your heart. And that could be only done that when you put your mind, when you put your senses to the bhajan, to the Naam Jap of the Lord, you should recite the pastimes of the Lord. And once your mind is engrossed, once your mind is fully taken over by the pastimes, by the Naam of the Lord, the appearance of the Lord will definitely take place.